Hey everybody, Sean Bukowski here. Hope you're having a great week, staying healthy. There's something going on, so excuse me if I cough. I've picked up something in the last week or so. But anyway, I want to talk about something that every real estate developer and investor is going to have to go through at some point, and that's dealing with your local municipality, whether that's the county, whether that's the city. Every real estate investor, developer, whatever, is eventually going to have to deal um, with the local municipality, just because there's so many rules and regulations, and there's local ordinances and code, and so it's just a fact of life. That's something you'll have to do, and we have a decent amount of experience with that here at Bukowski Law Firm, and I just wanted to kind of give some of our things that we've learned. I will say just at the start, we don't do land use at all, so I'm not going to talk about that, but more like code enforcement, things like that. First thing, when I was a baby lawyer in Houston, one of the first things they taught me, and one of the best lessons any young lawyer can learn, is there's no substitute for knowing the law. And what that means is you got to read. You got to read the statute. You got to read the local ordinances, and you got to know when you're dealing with the local municipalities, they are governed by local ordinances, state law, whatever. And so everything they do, if they cite you, if they want something done at your property, it's all governed by code. And it's very difficult to have a meaningful conversation with them if you don't know the code. So there's no substitute for you or your lawyer, whichever one, knowing the code and making sure you know the code before you start to deal with the local authorities. Then once you know that code and you can actually start dealing with the local authorities on the ground level. Unfortunately, I've seen it too many times that this becomes a contentious relationship. It doesn't have to be. We try to forge good working relationships because in general you're all generally going for the same thing. Of course, you disagree on how you're going to get there, or what needs to be done, but you all kind of want the same thing. So it's really a matter of finding that sort of synergy and working with the local code official or whatever local municipality official. But that doesn't always work. Sometimes you need to go to the next level, and the management level of the municipality, and a lot of times those folks will have a better sort of understanding of the purpose and the objectives of the city government, or the county government. Excuse me. And so as a result, you can perhaps sort of have better conversations with them sometimes. And then last but not least, there's always going to the local political official, because they of course are responsible to the local constituents, of which you likely are one. But overall, we try to forge a good working relationship with all the municipalities, so that it's just such a better environment if you could do that and get things done. So know the code and try to have a good working relationship is really some of the best advice I can give you. Hope you enjoy this. Please sign up for our blog, our podcast, newsletter, and have a great week.